Best vitamins to strengthen your legs as we grow older. One of the first things we notice is a change in how our legs feel. They might feel heavier, weaker, or just not as steady as they once were. And it's not your imagination. After age 55, the body naturally begins to lose muscle, especially in the legs. But here's the truth, you're not powerless. You don't have to accept weakness as a normal part of aging. In fact, with the right vitamins, you can support stronger legs, better balance, and more confident movement, no matter your age. In this video, we'll uncover the best vitamins for leg strength. Plus, we'll reveal the common foods that silently damage aging muscles and what to eat instead. Let's start with the first, and one of the most powerful vitamins for strong, steady legs. Vitamin D. The foundation of strength. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, but its benefits go far beyond mood. This vitamin plays a critical role in both muscle strength and bone density, especially in the hips, knees, and thighs. Low levels of vitamin D are linked to weaker leg muscles, poor coordination, more frequent falls, and even slower walking speed in older adults. One major study from the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults with low vitamin D had significantly reduced lower body function, even when they were otherwise healthy. That's because, without enough vitamin D, the body struggles to absorb calcium and maintain muscle fibers, both of which are essential for walking, standing, and keeping your balance. How to get more vitamin D? So, where do you get it? The easiest and most natural source is sunlight. Just 15 to 30 minutes of morning sun a few times a week can boost your vitamin D levels. But depending on where you live or how much time you spend indoors, food becomes essential. Top sources include fatty fish like salmon and sardines, egg yolks, fortified dairy, or plant milks, cod liver oil. Still, many older adults need supplements to reach healthy levels, and that's perfectly okay. Talk to your doctor about checking your vitamin D through a simple blood test. Up next, we'll explore the second powerful vitamin that improves circulation and helps reduce muscle fatigue in the legs. Best vitamins to strengthen your legs. Vitamin B12, the nerve and energy booster. If your legs often feel tired, tingling, or numb, you might not have a muscle problem. You could have a nerve problem. That's where vitamin B12 comes in. Vitamin B12 is essential for keeping your nerves healthy and your blood flowing, especially to the legs and feet. As we age, it becomes harder for the body to absorb B12 from food, especially if you take antacids or have certain digestive issues. And when B12 levels drop too low, it can cause numbness or pins and needles in the legs, muscle weakness or heaviness, fatigue when walking short distances, and even poor balance or frequent tripping. In fact, long-term B12 deficiency can lead to permanent nerve damage. That's why early detection and correction is so important. How to get more vitamin B12? B12 is found mostly in animal-based foods, including eggs, milk, and dairy, fish, poultry, and lean red meat, in moderation. For vegetarians or older adults who don't absorb B12 well from food, a daily supplement or B12 shot might be needed. Talk to your doctor. A simple blood test can show if you're running low. And here's a quick tip. If your legs ever feel like they're falling asleep too often, don't ignore it. That could be a nerve signal that your body is running low on B12. Common food that silently damages leg strength. Number 1. Processed meats. Let's take a moment to talk about what you shouldn't eat. One of the worst offenders for aging muscles and joints is processed meats like sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats. These are often loaded with preservatives, sodium, and saturated fats, which contribute to inflammation. And chronic inflammation weakens the muscles and joints over time. In fact, studies show that high-sodium diets can lead to muscle atrophy in older adults, especially in the lower body. What to eat instead of a processed meat sandwich? Try grilled chicken breast, caught salmon, or a veggie omelet with spinach and eggs. These options provide lean protein, anti-inflammatory nutrients, and support your leg strength from the inside out. Vitamin K2, the joint protector. Let's move to a lesser-known, but incredibly powerful vitamin K2. You may have heard of vitamin K for blood clotting, but vitamin K2 specifically plays a vital role in bone and joint health, especially in older adults. It works by directing calcium into the bones where it belongs, and keeping it out of the arteries and joints, where it can cause stiffness and pain. That's right. Without enough K2, calcium can actually build up in your joints and make your legs feel stiff, achy, or swollen. A study published in the journal Bone found that people with higher K2 intake had better bone density and fewer fractures, especially in the hips and legs. How to get more vitamin K2? Here's where it gets tricky. Vitamin K1 is easy to find. It's in leafy greens like spinach and kale. But K2 is harder to get because it's mostly found in fermented foods like certain cheeses, like Gouda and Brie grass-fed butter, or meats and egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens. If those aren't part of your regular diet, a K2 supplement might help. especially when taken alongside vitamin D3, since they work together to strengthen your bones and joints. Common food that silently damages leg strength. Number 2. Sugary drinks. Now let's talk about another silent enemy to your leg health. Sugary drinks. Sodas, sweet teas, energy drinks, even those so-called fruit juices with added sugar, all of them are loaded with refined sugars that spike your blood sugar levels and trigger inflammation. Inflammation not only damages your muscle tissue, it also worsens joint pain, especially in the knees and hips. One long-term study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults who regularly consumed sugary beverages had more difficulty walking and climbing stairs as they aged. What to drink instead to keep your legs strong and your joints fluid? Swap out the sugar and choose water with lemon or cucumber slices, unsweetened herbal teas, or bone broth, which supports joint and ligament health. These options reduce inflammation and support hydration, which is key for muscle contraction and flexibility.